Guys, can Pepe see a pump of over 100% in coming days? That's something that we are going to find out in this video, alright? So if you are new, welcome back to Crypto Space, guys, and please consider subscribing. Now, we are going to look at a Pepe price action very shortly, but firstly, let's have a look at overall market, okay? Because I believe that's important to kind of put things into perspective, alright? So if it comes to inflows, we had 44.5 million as of yesterday, so that's, well, better than nothing, I guess. Now, if it comes to fear and greed index, we are sitting at 59, so that's neutral. And now, very interesting thing is that on a daily time frame, many people are actually shorting the market, okay? So we do have that liquidity above the current trading price for BTC, and that potentially can drive the price of Pepe along with it too. So if we are going to see prices above 64k now for BTC on a daily time frame, lots of people are going to get liquidated, okay? So let's see if that's going to happen. But if that would happen, then Pepe obviously is going to see a spike towards the upside. Let's have a look at the long term first, okay? So if Pepe is going to basically repeat its story and reach this zone over here, okay, of that ascending channel, then we are going to see a pump of, let's say, 100%, okay? Let me actually measure it in here. So that will be around 100%, and then potentially we are going to see, you know, some downside, okay? I believe that is going to happen because, you know, if I'm going to switch it on a weekly time frame, let me get rid of this ribbon. This is how things are going for Pepe, okay? So first things first, long term, Pepe is going in upward move, okay? But that's something that people are not thinking about because obviously that is taking a while, right? Pepe got released in April 2023, so things are taking time, but still everything is going according to the plan, in my opinion, of course. But Pepe experienced a bullish cross on stochastic RSI, okay? So we could see a lot of upside potential. Let's see if that's going to happen. And yes, we are pulling back on a weekly, but we do have to wait for that weekly candle to close, and that's going to close in 3 days roughly, all right? So let's see how that is going to play out. And now coming back to 4-hourly time frame, Pepe is experiencing an inverse head and shoulder pattern. So if that is going to play out, guys, let's measure the target, okay, for Pepe on 4-hourly time frame, all right? So let's see that we do have roughly level in here. Okay, so if that would play out, guys, we would see the target of this zone 20001, okay, and that would be a pump of, let's say, 50%, and that would also coincide with this level over here. That would make sense for me, okay, if that target is going to play out, of course, all right? And now, guys, a couple of different charts from Twitter that I have found for you. Now, Mr. Mukesh on Twitter is showing us 4-hourly time frame as well. So he's basically showing that if the history is going to rhyme and repeat, we are going to see another pump, okay, towards this level, all right? So that is definitely possible. And another chart for Pepe, that's 4-hourly. So Pepe bullish pennant formation on a 4-hourly time frame chart looks promising for the upside breakout, expecting around 25% bullish rally in a short term. So guys, this is how things are looking at, you know, short term for Pepe. Both of these, you know, all of these charts are actually bullish for Pepe, as well as my a little bit, you know, longer time frame outlook for Pepe. Mr. Prof is showing us this Wyckoff reaccumulation pattern, okay? So for now, everything is actually playing out for Bitcoin. That is a daily chart. Of course, many people are, you know, being shaken out at this point, okay? I understand. But if you guys are going to look at this chart, is basically perfectly following that, all right? So let's see if sooner or later we are going to see that upside move for Bitcoin. But to me, coming back to that, it's kind of, you know, obvious that we might. Of course, I could be wrong, but, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer to me at least. Now, shout out to Trading Retiring Great, and this is a monthly chart for BTC. So, Bitcoin is used to take a rest just before the pump. It's very likely that BTC is sitting right here to take the rest prior to the pump. Guys, if we are going to follow the previous pumps, previous rests and the previous pumps, it looks like that we might experience that pump towards levels of, let's say, 180k for BTC. That would be huge, right? Let's see how that is going to play out. And now, guys, a daily chart for BTC. Also, Bitcoin has been moving as expected. It has reached the upper resistance, which is weaker compared to the lower support. A little consolidation at this level could be formed here. Breakout is the next move. So everything is still going according to the plan. Again, I know that many people are shaken out a little bit because we got rejected from this level of resistance, but sooner or later, in my opinion, we are going to break towards the upside, right? Of course, nothing is going to go in a straight up line, but if we are going to retest this as a support, then it's still going to look bullish, and then probably, you know, parabolic run for BTC. Bitcoin spends 28 to 30 months to reach the top after the MA crossing happening with RSI and its moving average. We are just at the middle of the bull run. BTC will definitely get higher until late 2025. Guys, if we are going to look at the perspective of RSI and how long it actually took for that RSI to reach, all right, we've got 853 days when RSI reached peak on a monthly time frame. Then in the next cycle after that, we had 914 days. And in this cycle, guys, we still have some room, okay, for BTC to spike like crazy. So let's see how this is going to play out. I believe that, you know, patience is going to be rewarded here, all right? This is the last consolidation before another leg up. Guys, things are looking very bullish, okay, based on all of these technicals to me. Altcoins are exploding top 10, all right? Let me switch it to the weekly time frame. And guys, everything is still growing towards, you know, good direction, okay? Because we are still in this blue bubble, let's say, okay? And now, guys, could we see another pullback? Nobody really knows, okay? But if the history is going to rhyme and repeat, just like it did over here, we are going to see huge pumps towards the upside, okay? So let's see how that is going to play out. Very important chart, I believe the best macro chart that is going to determine of where Caspa and Pepe and other small cap altcoins might potentially go. So that is total crypto market cap that is excluding top 10 on a weekly, okay? So first things first, guys, all right? We do have a cap and handle, and we are anticipating that breakout towards the upside if it comes to cap and handle, right? And the target is going to be roughly in this area. That is also going to coincide with this upward moving trend line. And we could see the top of, let's say, around, well, a little bit less than 2 trillion USD, which is huge. But remember that this is excluding top 10. So now, very interesting thing is that we are experiencing that pump towards the upside on stochastic RSI. Okay, so that's one thing. And also very interesting thing that I've noticed, guys, that is a monthly chart. Okay, so let me just move it in a little bit. Okay, and as you guys can see, stochastic RSI is basically moving towards the downside. Okay, so that could potentially look like we are going to experience down. We could possibly experience a little bit of a downward momentum. But now if I'm going to identifying that mid-range in here with confirmations in here, okay, and in here, and let's say in here, we could basically argue that this is our mid-range, and stochastic RSI, well, based on the technicals, could stop in here. Okay, so now if that is going to happen, okay, because I see similar move right here, right, the first pump, okay, that was the first leg up, okay, the first leg up in here, okay, and then we had the pullback, okay, mid-range, and then there was also the time of, you know, basically the halving event for BTC, okay, second halving. So after that we saw parabolic run and stochastic RSI flew like crazy on a monthly. So guys, if we are going to experience a little bit of a downward momentum, that's nothing in my opinion, okay, because if the history is going to repeat and rhyme, after that we could experience a huge parabolic run just like we experienced in here. Okay, so let's see how that is going to play out. And also, guys, on the top of that, everything is pointing out to the fact that we are going to move, you know, towards the upside in this market. All right, so we are slowly leaving that optimism area, and what's waiting for us? Belief, thrill, and euphoria. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you have a great day. Peace and love, crypto.